I saw this video from Arthars in the React Content Suggestions channel, and I think I'll take a look at it because it's relevant to the 2 games that I've played. I really want to hear Arthars' take on this because Arthars is hilarious and I love his streams. The MMO solar system. Let's see.
There's just nothing to play, man! Like, that's the problem! That's the problem for us!
Is this gonna have bad language in it? I mean, it is Arthars, so probably.
As MMO player, we have nothing else to play. Even if we don't want it, it just comes round and round. Eventually, we will just get... It's like a black hole, you know? It's like a black hole out there, you know there's a black hole there. I do not want to ever get sucked in. But at some point, you just... You know? Like, there's this...
Oh my god.
Black hole called WoW, and then this black hole called Final Fantasy 14.
It's
that is
so
just
true.
permanently there forever.
Where's the line? Where's
even
the
if you
line?
stop playing, if you're an MMORPG
You can't quit. You cannot quit these games. You cannot quit either one of these games. This is the truest thing I've ever heard.
Ding dong! I want to play an MMORPG. Ding dong! Warcraft,
can't.
Map. Ding dong! Final Fantasy 14. I guess so. For us, MMORPG player, that's the struggle. Why do you think whenever we get a new MMO, whatever the fuck it is, we all slot in like chickens, and then we release the game the moment we found out it's not good enough. And when we leave and then take a break, or we don't, we all go back to WoW and 14.
I hate how true this is. I'm being called out so fucking hard in this video. You can log out anytime you like, but you can never leave. You can never actually leave. It's like when my mom tried to get me to uninstall World of Warcraft and I just deleted the shortcut on the desktop and I canceled my account. And she didn't know that I could just resub at any time.
That's the problem. That's the fucking problem with the MMORPG genre. Exactly. You see, you man knows. It's not like, I mean, okay, to be honest, I think it's obvious that I'm not simping for Final Fantasy 14. I'm sorry for those Final Fantasy 14
Wait, what did you just say?
Want me to shed a tear, cry a river when insert NPC dies or get fucking beheaded.
What?
I don't know. I know you Final Fantasy 14.
What do you mean you're not simping for Final Fantasy 14? Are you shitting me?
MSQ and these expect me to be like, I'm sorry.
What?
But by now you should know. I don't sim for this game. I like this game, but I don't sim for this game. I don't take the game for...
This is unacceptable. This is completely unacceptable. You're not allowed to play Final Fantasy 14 without simping for Final Fantasy 14. Like, are you a true Final Fantasy 14? How can you call yourself Arthars FF14 if you're not simping for FF14 Arthars? Maybe you really are simping. You're in denial. Yeah.
It's just because I like it and therefore I accept it. If there's flaws, I will say something. If there's something I don't like, I will say something. If there's things that I think this game can improve, I say something. But one thing I do not deny myself is not to not play this game. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what I play. I could be quitting this game. We will all come back. Not because the game's good. It's because there's nothing better. It's WoW or it's 14. Rather than quit.
It's not because the game is good, but it's because there's nothing better. I think that's not true. Okay. I think that it's just straight up not true. I think in the case of World of Warcraft, that has been true for years. But I really don't think that's the case in FF14. I don't. But that's my opinion. Because we have content. Like, we have tons of content. The content is quality and it's coming out on a regular basis. I'm happy with the content that comes out. I can't remember a time that they released a content in recent memory that I had a problem with or I thought sucked. Like, I'm happy with everything that comes out. So I think it's good. I just, like, for me, my problem is when we're waiting for the next patch and there's not a lot to do. But that's going to be the case in any MMO. Like, they need time to make the good content. And I'm fine with waiting a little while. I mean, I could occupy myself doing Palace of the Dead and shit, but...
Might as well just put it on. Like, basically, this is a permanent side beat. This game is a permanent side beat. You cannot get rid of it. Final Fantasy 14 is like, one day a kid show up to your door, and then they say, you are my dad, and then like, what the fuck? And then they tell you the mom's name, and then you think back like, oh, fuck, yeah, that girl the other day when we have a one night, oh, wow, that's exactly 5 years, 9 months ago, and this 5-year-old kid appear in front of you, you know, and then you're like, okay, you know what, fine. You take this kid in, and then it's basically permanently there. You want to care, you don't want to care, you want to ditch it, you don't.
Wait, what?
You still have to acknowledge that.
Wait, what?
That's my kin and blood right there, you know. It is the same as World of Warcraft. We cannot quit this game. And
I'm sorry, what? Oh my god, look at this! I am truly the master of pausing videos. Like, I'm the best. I'm the best at it, honestly. Okay.
even if we do, at some point we all come back. I quit BFA and came back for Shallow, and there is no escape. Yeah, I mean every WoW player is the same. Let me tell you, WoW players hate 14 players, 14 players hate WoW players, whatever. But we can come to an understanding that as a Final Fantasy 14 or WoW player, we just cannot quit this game. When I say this game, I mean if you're a WoW player, we just cannot quit WoW. If you're Final Fantasy 14, you just cannot quit Final Fantasy 14. Yes, you can, but you are not really. You are only taking a break. At some point, you're gonna come back. I never went back.
The thing is that it's not like there are, I feel like it's increasingly as time goes on, there's not so much FF14 players and WoW players in these two distinct categories, but there are people that actually do play play both games and play more than one game at a time. Yeah, and the thing is that I like to think of it as an open relationship. Okay, it's not a marriage. You don't marry a game. You have an open relationship. Keep things nice and spicy.
The WoW after Wrath of the Lich King, that's because you quit MMO in general. So here's Frankie, ever since you quit Wrath of the Lich King, what games have you been playing? Before I explain the cycle to you, I wanna
You said FF14 and WoW polyamorous.
You see? That's what I've said! That's literally what I just said! It's either WoW or 14! You quit WoW, and you are now in 14! Exactly my point! I fucking knew it! Because there's nothing else! We can wander! We can try something different! But we all come back!
At the end of the day, he's fucking right.
That's exactly my point. The two black holes.
He's right.
With the WoW black hole and the 14, you get out of the WoW black hole, you get sucked into the 14. You get out of the 14, you get sucked into the WoW. You.
Listen. That's a great pause. But I'm old enough to remember a time where back in my day, there was only one black hole, and that black hole was World of Warcraft, okay? And people would say that they quit all the time, or maybe there would be some other game they'd dilly-dally on, but you know what? They always came back to World of Warcraft. There was only one. There was only one. And now the black hole has split, and there's more than one black hole, so that's good. It's good that there's two now instead of one. Yeah? Don't you think?
You get out of both, you are waiting to get sucked in. That's exactly what I mean. Is Lost Ark a new black hole? No. Lost Ark is just... Okay.
Caught mid-casting, yeah.
Final Fantasy 14, War of Warcraft. We are all either sucked in here, and then when we finally get out, yay! And then you get sucked into another one.
Holy shit, I just realized. It's not two black holes. It's the same black hole. It's just two sides of the same black hole because they're like parallel universes. And when you get sucked into one, you get spit out the opposite of it, which is FF14, because FF14 is the opposite of World of Warcraft in a lot of ways. Yeah. It's like the mouth and the asshole. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. One brings shadow, one brings light. Two-toned echoes turning through time. Holy shit. That's what they're trying to tell us about. The story of light and dark. Of the Hydaelyn and Zodiark.
Fine. Or
this has been planned since 1.0 and since Warcraft 3. That's right. They told us the whole time. They told us. And do you remember when Yoshi P said that there would be no Final Fantasy 14 without World of Warcraft? Remember when he said that? That's what he's talking about. Because it's the reverse.
You get stuck into this.
That's what the jailer was planning.
we go back.
Of course the jailer was planning it because we're in chains. In either one, we're trapped. We can't get out.
We go out.
The reflection.
And then we go back. Or, this is where Lost Ark is. Lost
Flat
Ark
Earth.
is a fucking flagpole. Orbiting in space, getting put in by this planet called the Unknown. The gravity is what makes Lost Ark orbit around. The Lost Ark didn't get sucked in. So whenever you get out of the fight...
Lost Ark is literally what the name says. It's like someone built an ark trying to escape the massive gravitational pull of either one of these astronomical objects, but got lost basically. And it's just sort of floating out there as an ark that is lost in space.
Final Fantasy 14 and the wild black hole.
Noah's,
And
did
then
you,
you're playing
wait, did you just say Noah's Casino?
Lost Ark, you are just boarding. You are just holding on to that flag. The
Like
moment
that, yeah,
this
yeah.
flag is gone, the moment this flag orbit around here, you immediately lost grip, you get sucked in again. Yeah, it's a checkpoint in between, exactly. Same for BDO, yes. Same for other flags. There's more flags here, right? There's a BDO, there's another flag here. Guild Wars 2. Yada, right? Everybody grab onto a different thing, right? But make no mistake, at some point, you're gonna get sucked in here, or you're gonna get sucked in here. It's a matter of time. This is the realm of current MMORPG. This
I
is
don't
a
know.
solar system called the MMORPG. Now, if you are able to quit both games and are never sucked into either of one, this or this, that means you are out of the solar system. You are now in a new galaxy. This is our solar system. This is IRL.
Earls?
Makes
For
sense?
the Earls?
Makes sense, right? If you
No,
are
I
an
don't know what that is.
MMORPG,
I don't
you will
understand.
get sucked in one another. Matter of time. That's why I was waiting for him to tell me, right? What are you playing? Now, if he say I'm not playing any MMORPG, yes. You can only get off the clutches of 14 and WoW if you completely quit MMORPG. If you're not playing 14 and you're not playing WoW, that means that you're just waiting here on this checkpoint, waiting to eventually get sucked in where you came from. Or even
The only person I know that is not and has not been hooked on FF14 or WoW is Josh Drivehays, who plays Guild Wars and RuneScape. And I am here obviously in the FF14 black hole. And now I am pressuring. I'm like, hey, have you heard about the free trial for Final Fantasy? Like, don't you have a character that's in Heavensward? Why don't you? It's like now I am working with the gravitational pull of FF14, trying. Are we the players? Are the gravity? Yeah, I think so. I think that makes sense. Don't forget, Josh killed Terra. Wait, what? FF14 is the best option, let's be honest. I mean, it is. Yeah, it is. If you get sucked in, your mass increases the gravity.
actually go to either one just because you're bored. But if you're still an MMORPG, it is a matter of time you will be playing or going back to 14, playing or going back to WoW. It is only when you completely quit MMORPG then you get out of this endless cycle. Damn, makes sense. I never played WoW since Cataclysm and been drifting all over, end up now in 14 years. Yeah, that's our life. That's our MMORPG life. There's a lot of people in orbit. That's why whenever a new black hole momentarily appear, everybody gets sucked in, and then everybody get the fuck out. And then everybody gets sucked back into 14 and WoW. Lost Ark came out, everybody played Lost Ark. Ah, fuck, this game is not for...
Okay, what's the next one then? What's the next MMO that's gonna come out that is going to consume the other ones? Or that will be a third hole to get sucked out of? Because right now you can get sucked out of 2 holes, but apparently There's even a third hole that.
Let me get the fuck out back to 40. Oh shit, new game, new world.
There must be a third hole. There must
Everybody
be.
get the fuck in, and then new world shit on itself. The black hole closes, everybody got speed out, everybody go to play WoW. Right? If you are a MMORPG
Maybe it's that game that those ex-Blizzard devs are working on. I bet that's the third hole.
player, you can never escape these two hands. WoW. And 14. What does it take for an MMORPG to become a black hole? Okay, World of Warcraft is the first black hole. Before World of Warcraft, it was a very healthy MMO system. The MMORPG Solar system is a very nice ecosystem. You got FF11, you got Guild Wars 1, you got Dark Age of Camelot, you got a lot of games. There's a lot to choose from. You could land up in either planet, you live happily ever after. World of Warcraft is the first black hole that sucked everything in. And World of Warcraft is the black hole that destroyed.
I don't know about that because didn't RuneScape suck in a ton of people? Like what? It was its own black hole.
Planets and make them just into small little stars or just a moon, just like the checkpoint that I show you. All the planet that has healthy, good reason to play, it got destroyed. It becomes a fragment. It just becomes a choice. It just becomes a foothold. For the
I didn't know Arthars was Astrologian main. I thought he played Ninja,
WoW
but apparently.
WoW was the first black hole. And then for the longest time, that world was very dark, but a very good world. You know, those people who got sucked in, you know, WoW was a very good game. So people settled, people didn't mind getting sucked in by the black hole. But then, after that, a few years later, comes the Big Bang. That's where the god, the savior, Naoki Yoshi P, punched himself into the new black hole and he created a little bit, just a
Oh, what? Yoshi P punched himself into a new black hole.
A little bit.
With his, just like the Fist of Ralgr, that he has those portals that he, you know, that big fist comes out of. So basically, he fisted the universe to create something new.
Just a very small little bit. Just like Dalamud, the very first time when we see as a dot in 1.0, and then slowly it just become bigger. And World of Warcraft has been like wondering, what is that? What is that? That's not a threat. What is that? What is that? That's not a threat. And then only until Shadowbringer, that hole becomes so big that the force was so strong that it even sucked the WoW players in. Right?
So
but then eventually, as everything expands, it will always contract back to the normal shape. Then Final Fantasy XIV went back to the normal shape. People get out, and then now you got two black holes. That is the story. That is how the Final Fantasy XIV black hole.
This is the creation story of the MMO universe, the galaxies. Crindall, thanks for the 11-month resub. This is like if you was trying to explain Stephen Hawking's theory of black holes to gamers. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how black holes work. The Blizzard creeps were basically dark energy pushing fans away. Well, basically, sucking people through so that way they could come out the other side. That is always what
That's how long it takes for a new black hole to be formed. Now, is there going to be another new black hole somewhere? We all thought that Lost Ark was a black hole. I mean, fuck. There are people that even think that Blast Online was the new black hole. Oh my god, Blast Online is gonna be the game that
What's Bless Online?
kills WoW in 14 low. The developer listened to us. The fucking Founders Pack is $200.
I actually don't even know what that is.
Stroud bought it, and then Stroud fucking regret it, and then the whole community is like, oh my god, the community listened to us. They reduced the price of the Founders Pack from 200 to 150. The developers are fucking awesome. That is not a black hole. Years, no, I'm sorry. No, days.
You said the thought that people get lured to FF from WoW is rubbish. People left WoW due to boredom and went into the wilderness looking for something new. So you're saying that rather this being a cosmology of MMOs, the MMO universe is really more like a savage jungle where everybody has to fend for themselves and hunt and search for their new prey.
later, someone just use a microscope, look into it, and it's not a black hole. It's literally just a piece of shit. Like literally, someone pooped somewhere and that piece of shit linger into the solar system. That is what's blessed online. That was an anomaly. That's literally.
Wow, that's so nasty, Arthars. That's so disgusting. You shouldn't be talking like that on Twitch. Okay? So you said McConnell had words on Bless Online. Okay, what did McConnell have to say about it?
Were you thinking about playing Bless Online?
Was I thinking about playing some weave shit? No, dude, I ain't played a weave shit. 150 bucks? Are you shitting me, dude? Are you telling me it costs 150 bucks to start playing the collect? Get out of here, dude. Who actually?
Okay, all right. I guess that does tell us everything we needed to know. Thanks for the tip.
Literally a piece of shit floating in the air and it's gone. That's fine, right? And then Lost Ark was supposed to be the
Imagine playing a weeb game.
new black hole. It did make an impact, but this is the impact WoW did. Bam! This is the impact that Yoshi P did. Bam! This is the impact that Lost Ark did. Just one finger. You know? Like
I'm sorry. Did he have that sound effect there, or did they add that later in post?
finger. You know?
Because he had both of his hands off the keyboard, which means he couldn't have pressed it on the Stream Deck to have the sound effect go at the exact same time. So I think that they actually went out of their way to put the sound effect in post.
Like Warcraft is the whole fucking head, you know? Final Fantasy 14 is just a hand. Lost Ark is just a finger. Oh shit, maybe I shouldn't do that hand gesture. My bad.
I love how when I started to play this video, I'm like, oh, this is an Arthars video about the MMO solar system, and in the thumbnail it
There's
shows
just nothing to play.
shit. In the thumbnail it shows FXV and WoW. I'm like, good, that's the two games I play. And then he spent 10 minutes just like making fun of people that are stuck playing just those two games.